students. In this class, our subject is power system setting. So, first topic is introduction of power system. Introduction of power system. First of all, we have to know what is the power system. Power system is a set of components that is generator, transmission line, transformer, and switchgear. Switchgear system. So it is a set of components. So components are generator, transmission line, transformers, and load center. So first is generator. Generator is used to generate the electricity. So types of generators are one is hydro generator, and second is turbo generator. So first component is generator. Generator is a device which is used to generate electricity. So on the basis of generation of electricity, generators are classified as one is hydro generator and second is turbo generator. Hydro generator is used in hydropower plants. So it is used in hydropower plants. And turbo generator is used in thermal power plants. So generator generates electricity at basically in India. Generators are generating electricity at 11 kV. So here we have seen two types of generator. One is hydro generator and second is turbo generator. Hydro generator is used in hydropower plants. It is low speed generator, and second is turbo generator. It is used in thermal power plants because it is high speed generator. So next component is transmission line. Next component is transmission line. Transmission line is nothing but is a conductor It is a conductor or conducting wire through which we can supply the electricity from generating station to load center. So basically transmission lines are the conducting wires through which we can supply, or with the help of which we can supply the electricity from our generating station to the load center. In transmission line we use different types of conductors used in transmission line. One is ACSR. This is aluminium conductor steel reinforced. Aluminium conductor steel reinforced. Second is AASR. This is aluminium alloy conductor steel reinforced. Aluminium alloy steel reinforced conductor. So basically we use ACSR conductors in our transmission line to transmit the electricity. Transmission lines are classified based on their length. Types of transmission lines. So transmission lines are classified based on their length. One is short transmission line. Second is medium transmission line. And third is long transmission line. Transmission lines based on their length are classified short, medium and long transmission. The length of short transmission lines are up to 80 km and medium transmission line are from 80 to 150 km and greater than 150 km length lines are known as long transmission lines. So this is the basic about the transmission lines. Now our next component is transformer. Third component is transformer. Transformer is a static device. It is a static device. It is a static device. It works on the principle of Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. So what is Faraday law of electromagnetic induction? Faraday law states that if we supply a coil with electric AC supply, when a coil is connected to AC supply, so due to current flow in coil, a time varying field is induced in the core of the transformer. So due to this time varying magnetic field, if any other coil is placed on this core, then EMF is induced in that core, and if second winding is connected to load, there will be electricity or current supply. Suppose this is primary, number of turns N1, second is N2. Here I1, current I2, and transformation ratio is V2 upon V1 is equal to N2 upon N1 is equal to I1 upon I2 is equal to K. So from this transformation ratio, if we know primary voltage, number of turns in primary winding and secondary winding, then we can calculate the voltage at the secondary end. So on their working principle, transformers are of two types. These are of two types. One is step-up transformer and second is step-down transformer. Step-down transformer. In case of step-up transformer, number of turns N2 first is step-up transformer. In step-up transformers, number of turns in secondary winding N2 are greater than N1. N2 is greater than N1, so V2 is equal to N2 bata N1 into V1. So V2 is also greater than V1. It means a step-up transformer is used to boost the voltage or step up the voltage. Second is step-down transformer. Step-down transformer. In step-down transformer, number of turns in secondary winding N2 are less than N1. Means N2 is less than N1. So V2 is equal to N2 divided by N1 into V1. Or we can say V2 is less than V1. So step-down transformer is used to reduce the voltage. So in this way, transformers are of two types. One is step up, or second is step down. Step up transformer is used to increase the voltage, and step down transformer is used to decrease the voltage or to reduce the voltage. So in this way, these are the components of power system. Now we draw structure of a power system. Structure of a power system. Structure of a power system. In the structure of power system, we connect the components of the power system. So this is generator. Voltage is V1, or we can write 11 kV in India. Second component is step up transformer. Step up transformer. Third is transmission line. And second is next step down transformer. Step down transformer and load. This is the simple structure of a power system, in which there is a generator which is connected to step transformer, and then transmission line, next step down transformer, and then to the load. So for generator generate electricity at 11 kV. Now this 11 kV is step up with the help of step up transformer up to 33/132 220 kV/440 kV. Now this step up voltage supply is transmitted with the help of transmission line to the receiving end. So here we use step down transformer. So step down transformer reduce the voltage supply up to the or load requirement. So here 220 kV is reduced up to 132, 66 kV, 11 kV, and we can use 400 volt 3 phase and 220 kV or 220 volt single phase. Because our loads are operating at 220 volt single phase and 440 volt 3 phase supply. So due to which we use step down transformer. So there, why we use step up the voltage supply from sending end and reduce voltage supply at receiving end. The purpose of stepping up the voltage is that to reduce the current in transmission line. We know that power P is equal to VI cos phi and I is equal to P upon V cos of phi. So loss in transmission line, loss in line transmission is equal to I square R, that is P square upon V square cos square phi. If P and cos phi are constant, then we can write the power loss is directly inversely proportional to 1 upon V square. It means if we increase the voltage in at the sending end of the transmission line, it will reduce the power loss in the line. So losses in the line will be reduced, efficiency will be increased. So transmission line efficiency will also be increased by increasing the voltage level at sending end of the transmission line, and at receiving end, step down transformer is required to step down the voltage level up to the load requirement, because our loads are operating at 220 volt single phase and 440 volt three phase supply. Next is single line diagram. Single line diagram. Single line diagram. In single line diagram, all the components of power system are represented symbolically represented on a single line or straight line. We can write a single line diagram. A single line diagram is a symbolic representation. Is a symbolic representation of the components of power system on a straight line, on a line. So, if we draw a single line diagram of a power system, then all components are represented by their symbolically. So, this is symbolic representation of this is generator, this is transmission substation. You can write primary transmission substation. This is secondary transmission substation. Secondary transmission substation. This is primary distribution substation. Primary distribution substation, and this is secondary distribution substation. And next is load. For generator generates power at 11 kV. Then at primary station we use step up transformer. Step down. So 11 kV to up to 132 kV and 132 kV up to 440 kV. Now at distribution substation, this voltage is reduced 400 kV up to 132 kV into 66 kV, or here 11 kV up to 400 volt. So this is the single line diagram of a power system in which all the components of power system are represented by their symbols. Okay, thank you for today class.